Did you know that there is two 4:30s every day? Well, I didn't, but I learnt today that there is one in the morning as well. Like I said, it's a running joke. I leave my light on my freezer on pretty much every night. Right, into the work. Need to do some water changes this morning. I noticed that this tank area has had a lot of mold and a lot of debris, and just junk hanging around over the last couple of weeks, and I couldn't work out why. Then I seen this fella, remembered I put a group of 4P macaws in here, so that'll be doing it. A very rare sighting of the red whiptail, so hey, camera in the hand, get it out. Beautiful little fish. There's another group of these guys, and with the tetras as well, hoping to spawn them one day. Like I said, water changes were on order today, so we got through these three-foot tanks, which hold all our breeders in it. We got them looking, spick and span and beautiful. Look at how good those fish in there look. Happy fish, happy water, happy days. Anybody who tells you FX6s are dumb themselves. Brilliant filters. Look at how much flow is running through this. Absolutely love it. And obviously the frontoses and the loopii got themselves some fresh water as well. I had really wanted to get a water change done in through this corner here as well. Unfortunately, I'm going to be running out of time, so I just top them all up and I'll get that done on Monday and Tuesday next week. So just gave it a wee top up, so when I do go to do the water changes, I'll be able to remove a bit more water. Same with this L168 tank, which for the record, they still have not bred for me. I'll top it right up and I'll do another big water change for them early next week. Fingers crossed we get some action there. Speaking of action, we should be ordering some fish this week. We've got a few holes in the QT setup. If there's anything you're interested in, please shout out. We can see if we can find it for you. Flubendazole treatment on what I think is the gill flukes and the guppies. This should be the last treatment. It's going pretty well so far. Hopefully one more treatment should deal with any issues. And if you're a bit squirmish, please turn away now because this is a little bit gruesome. Old mate's wound, or what I thought was a wound, appears to be changing, so I'm happy with that. But I'm questioning whether or not it is a wound. Still working on really clean water. It's not getting worse, it's not getting better, if that makes sense. Speaking of old mate, I seen this little fella. He's seen me. He's like, I want those worms, but I don't want to move anywhere. There's a big giant looking at me. He's just watching and watching and watching. He really wants them, but he doesn't want to go anywhere. I walked away and I came back. Take my chance. Straight into it. Jumped into it. Got his white worm. He is a happy little corridora. And I don't blame him. If I was a corridora, I would love me some white worms as well. Still exciting every single time I see those little baby pygmy corridoras. Very, very happy with that result. It's definitely something I was working towards, so I'm stoked to have them in there. I'm equally stoked that my grindle worms seem to have come back. They got infested by some sort of a weird gnat or a bug not long ago, and I thought that I'd lost every single one of them in both cultures. Turns out they have come back, and I'm very, very happy about that. Now to reproduce them in big numbers. And it was time to feed out some rapashi, because rapashi brings all the boys to the yard, or fish to the front of the tank, as it were. The Cobra Kai guppies getting their fill, chomp, chomp, chomp. There are so many of these in here, and that's such a beautiful little guppy. All the assorted guppies going absolutely knucking futs for it as well. They love it. Then didn't realise there was a golden bristlenose in the back of that tank. Turns out there is. Once I have dropped some rapashi into my pea puffer tank accidentally, and once I have seen them picking at it, I'm yet to see it again, and I'm yet to record it. Unlike this guy's the only one in the tank. He's like, nah, it's my rapashi, I'm taking it. Chomped it all back. Good old Mr. Goldhead loves it. He's not sharing with anybody. Not that he's got anybody in his tank, because he decided to eat the last bristlenose, didn't you, mate? Anywho, speaking of bristlenose, also didn't realise that I had this many longfin albino bristlenose in this tank. That's good. There's definitely a male or two in there. There should be a couple of females. Hopefully we can spawn them in the future time. And I believe I deserve a pat on the back. I did water changes, I had the hose out, and that is all the water that I spilled in the back room. That is exciting. That is a good time. That deserves a coffee, so I'm having me a coffee. Oh yeah, happy days. Have a good one, team. Happy fish keeping, and catch you later.